Hey, folks, sorry about that. I had someone at my door. Couldn't get back here to the computer. Hi, how's it going? Happy Friday. What is going on? Let me grab my coffee. Sorry, I was on my way to the computer and we're all good. Just a neighbor, nothing major. But sorry to leave you sitting there. All right, coffee, and we are now good to go. Sorry about the little icon today, guys. I'm not going on camera. I was up till 3 a.m. finishing my shop hop video. It's done. Yay, it's up. It's posted. Woohoo. I'll share the link in a minute. I'm on my big computer today so I can play with double screens and all that. Hi, welcome in. Who's here? Terry, Regina. Hey, my girls. How you doing? Oh, yeah, it's been interesting around here. I was going to do my shop hop video the other day. What's today? Today is Friday, right? I got it done yesterday. So Wednesday, I went out and I did all the, feeding of the zoo. Hey there, YouTube. Facebook, sorry, someone from Facebook just popped in. Come on over here to YouTube so we can see you and chat with everybody. Filled up both the ponds, filled up both the water troughs, all the fun and nonsense. Got the bird baths done, turned the water off, came inside to feed the parrots. Feed them all, get their water dishes, go to the sink. I have no water. I'm like, can we watch before Saturday? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. It's a live kind of thing. It's pre-recorded, but it's starts at noon East Coast at Johnny's, and that's on his adventure channel because he's trying to build up the numbers over there. So it starts there, and every 30 minutes you go to the next channel, and the previous seller will give you the link to the next channel. So it's every 30 minutes. Obviously, sitting for 6 hours on Saturday is not something everybody can do. So you can go back after the fact and claim in comments. But first come, first serve. Whoever's there during the premiere gets first shot at the items. So there you go. Yes, what was I telling you about my water problems? Yeah, so I don't know what happened. I literally have no idea. I unplugged everything. I did all the, circuit breakers. There was no water. There was no fire. But there was like no power going to the plug that the water pump was plugged into. So I don't know if something tripped. Hey, Jess, welcome in, welcome in. So I don't know. I didn't have water for like hours, and luckily I'd already taken care of all the animals, so no big deal, and I do have water set up because I grew up in New England, and if you don't have water set up somewhere and your pipes freeze, and especially if you have animals, you know how that goes. That's never fun. So anyway, so I managed to get through that. So then yesterday I was doing my video, and I like to do it all in one, but it couldn't happen. We had tractors going on. We had delivery vehicles going on, screaming birds. We had coyotes like all day yesterday. I don't know what's going. Well, I do know what's going on. Babies. They have babies everywhere. Doug keeps seeing this pack of like 5 or 6 babies running around the street. So, they're kind of like furry puppies. So the neighbor, a couple houses over, they live in Vegas. They come here on the weekends, but they have goats and chickens. Now, the neighbor directly across the street from me does take care of them. But, there's nobody there. There's no dog. There's nothing. So guess what coyotes think? Oh, chickens, So there was a lot of fracas going on here yesterday. And last night, I'm trying so hard to get this thing edited, and I was out in the horse corral chasing them away from the horse corral area. The horses were running in circles. It was just like, okay. So yeah, I'm not looking too sharp today, so I'm not even risking getting caught on camera. Thus the icon. When I get done here, I think I'm going to take a shower and, I don't know, moisturize everything because I'm feeling a little dry. But yeah, I'm drinking coffee. I went to bed about 3. I got up about 8:15, something like that. So, I got my 5 hours. It was just, I usually get up around somewhere between 3 and 7. I don't know what, makes that happen, but whatever. We just go with it, So I got up late today and got out there and got everybody taken care of. Thank you, girlfriend. I appreciate it. Oh, man. So, yeah, then this morning, because last night I was, 3 a.m., I was done, all done. So I went and checked everybody's links today, and I think 5 of the 12 have their shop hops posted, so I put those links in my description, and I did email it to everybody. Feel free to use them. And I'll go check again tonight and see who managed to get the rest of them up, and I'll change out the links that are there and take away the parentheses. You don't see parentheses, I fixed it. So feel free to steal it from my page if you like. So there you go. What are you guys up to? What's going on? Regina's been a busy girl going out and having dates with the boys. I'm jealous, that's all. I'm just being jealous. Other than that, not a lot going on. I mean, that's plenty. I've had plenty going on. But yeah, I'm tired now. I'm tired. Oh, yay, Terry, yay. Awesome sauce. Did they actually have to fix anything, or was it, I swear sometimes you just got to like undo some of the bolts and flush some stuff out because there's clogs, like my fish filter. You got to back flush it now and again to get the goop out, It just needs a little wiggling. And then it goes back to working, I'm hoping it didn't cost you a fortune. You let me know what's going on in December, because you were saying transmission or teeth. So hopefully you don't need the transmission and you get the teeth, although, that's not super fun either. But, next year you'll be happy about it. Oh, geez, guys, I got to go find some links. I got to find some links to share with you guys. I've been watching this guy. I don't know who he is. He's a black man. He is so funny, like so funny. And he does his whole series that white women ain't scared of poop. We'll just go with poop, okay? And he's showing all these women rescuing animals. There you go. See, maintenance. Maintenance. Too funny. Oh, y'all want to be annoyed? Go look at the thing I posted on my Facebook page yesterday from Fox News about digital ID. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Utah is all in. They're going all in. Overboard. Everybody's getting it. That's it. They're all excited about it too. Now, Florida, California, and New York are going big time in. I think Michigan too, where they're going to be tying your driver's license to everything. And I mean everything. Your bill payment history, your child support, your arrest records, everything. And if they don't like what they see, they just take away your driver's license. Now they're not just talking about shutting off your bank account. They're taking away your driver's license. And there's like no warning or notification. You just wake up and you just have a suspended license and you don't even know why. So yeah, crazy, 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 crazy. What ain't you getting, girlfriend? China. Am I missing something? Are you going to China? Yeah, there you go. Oh, the ID. Yeah, well, pretty much eventually, because I tell Doug the same thing. I will not comply. And he's like, then you won't be able to do anything. I'm like, I get it. I mean, literally, they're going to make it so that you have to use this digital ID to get online, to buy groceries, to open a bank account, to pay your bills. All of it. Like, literally, they're actually doing away with, the little plastic licenses you carry in your purse. It's all going to be on your quote unquote phone. I don't have a phone. Will you be paying for my phone so that I can now, follow your rules? Because I don't want another bill just so that you can. I know. Well, Terry, you know what? I wish that was true. And I'm not asking for violence. I don't want more conflict. I'm so tired. People are not going to revolt. People are going to go along, because when you tell 30-something they can't have TikTok without that digital ID, guess what they're going to do? Show me the line. Let me sign up. And nobody likes to hear it, but they freely say it out loud. Congress, Senate, most of the people running things around here, they think that China is a really good model to follow. And we're going there. That's where we're going. U.S., China. We're now going to be the big competing ones. Girls, I don't know. I mean, what do I know? This is why I moved to the desert. I saw this coming a long, long time ago, and I'm the tinfoil hat wearer, crazy person. Or you can just call me a sage, because I've been telling everybody for 20 years, this is bad. We have to stop. We have to stop. You see, freedoms. Wow. Do we have any left? I don't think so. They can literally see through our walls. All of these lovely smart meters that they put on your electric meter when you're not looking. They know what utilities I'm using, if I have my dryer running, my computer running. They know. They literally know everything you're doing. It's just, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted. Disgusted by a lot of things this past couple of weeks. Yeah, well, you just wait, girlfriend. I didn't have, you know where I'm at, right? I didn't have one. I actually went out for a day. Came home and found the lady in my driveway attaching it. Once it's hooked, you can't undo it. Unless you don't want your electric. You wait, because I have one. The gas company, they want to put one on my meter, my gas meter for my big gas tank that runs our heat and our gas stove. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And so they called and they're like, oh, we want to switch out your tank and this and that. I said, is this mandatory? Oh, no, but it'll just help you. Then you won't have to wonder how much gas you have. I'm like, well, gee, I don't know. I lift the little lid there and there's a gauge with numbers on it and a big red arrow. Really easy to see. I'm really capable of looking at that. I don't want that. Oh, well, so we'll do it next time. I'm like, okay, well, here's what you're going to do. If you decide that this becomes a mandatory thing for your company, I will find another company and you may remove your tank. She didn't like that answer. I can also buy my own tank and just pay to have it filled. No big deal. I believe me, and I'm tired of jumping through hoops, which is why I don't want to do this anymore. And none of your damn business what I'm doing, even if I'm not doing anything wrong. None of your damn business. You want to know what I'm doing, you start paying my bills. Oh, that's right. The government can't pay my bills unless I go to work and pay my taxes so they have money to play with. I'm just like, yeah, they will do it, Regina. They will do it. And, all these people buying all these smart appliances and, oh my God. Yeah, I don't think people will revolt. I've been telling Doug again for 20 years, it's going to come to the point where it was like the Star Trek episode. You had the people that wanted tech and the people that didn't, and they split apart. And guess what? The people with the tech ended up doing away with the people without the tech. And, they did it with a virus. Oh, shocker. Oh, because those people didn't like those jabby jabs, so they didn't get them. And then it was very easy for them to, make everybody sick. Watch your sci-fi if you want to know where the world's going. I don't know what else to say because this is beyond Crazyville. I really, really, really thought somebody had enough common sense to put the nix on this at some major high level where I have zero power. And I'm not seeing it happen. I'm seeing the world go into complete crap. And I do not have enough toilet paper. Exactly. So I don't know what to do. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm really hoping that a lot of the crazy is not really being addressed because they actually have some kind of plan in the background. I don't know. Although I'm not sure I'm going to like the plan. I certainly don't like the current circumstances. Lordy, what are we going to do, folks? What are we going to do? And, October 21st came and went, and supposedly Trump signed papers to have some kind of new financial system up and running, but I'm not hearing anybody talking about it. Oh, man, I forgot to go look for that dude. Hang on. I'm a little spacey today. Shocker, I know. All right, let's see if I can find him. I always watch him on shorts. I have no idea what his channel name is. Funny stuff, though. So funny. Oh, well, let's go to history. I'll probably find him that way. It's a riot. Glamos has up a picture of somebody holding a really large black scorpion for Sunday brunch. I'm not sure that sounds very inviting. All right, let's see. Glamos is a riot. I love that lady. Quite a few good ones here on YouTube. Gotta say, I've made more interesting friends on YouTube than I have on Facebook in the past 15 years. All right, let's see if I can find this guy. Of course not. That would just be too convenient, wouldn't it? Come on now. I watched him like 3 of his videos this morning. It should be in my history. Oh, I bet I watched him on my other channel. I forget. I had to switch channels. I have all this information floating around here. Anywho, what are you guys doing? Anything good? Anything going on this weekend? I'm hoping to have a down weekend. I want to, I'll be doing the Shaw Pop stuff on Saturday, but other than that, Monday's included in our weekends because Doug has Mondays off, so hopefully we can get something good done. All right, switched accounts. Here he is. Let's see. Yeah, this guy is just hysterical. All right, I'll play you this one. Hang on. Let's see if I can get it to share screen. Here it is. All right, and let me copy his link. You guys go check him out. I just laugh so hard. I'm a critter girl, and it's just like, I find this amusing. All right, hit play. Ooh, make sure my volume's up. There we go. All right, ready? Here we go.
White women ain't scared of shit. I keep telling y'all. That cheetah ain't playing with nobody, man. Look just like Hakeem Jeffries right before he get ready to speak. And she right up under him, too. Hi, honey. Oh, you're so adorable. I love how protective you are, baby. You have a really strong neck, honey.
He has like tons of videos like that, and it is just so funny. And at first, I'm like, I can't decide. And I'm not sure. Is he just being sarcastic? Is he actually impressed by these women? Is he scared by these women? Does he love animals? Does he hate animals? It's funny. I watch those all the time. Hey, Shelby, welcome in. Welcome in. How's it going? We just hanging out, chit-chatting. I went to bed at 3 a.m. I look a little scary, so we're just going with a little icon girl, hippie chicky today so that y'all don't, get too worried. Just hanging out and chatting. But yeah, check that guy out. Funny, funny, funny. Oh, Penny's here. I missed you. Hi, Penny. Welcome in. I see. That's awesome. Sorry, she popped in when I was looking for that video. I had my chat covered up. Thanks for coming on by, Penny. Yeah, I heard we're not being very nice to Canada this week, so, sorry? I don't know what to say, girlfriend. I don't know what's going on with Canada. I guess you guys have about as awesome leaders as we do. Yeah, I don't know. I guess some mayor, I don't know, prime minister. I'm not even sure who the guy was. Some dude up there in Canada put out some video about Reagan that really annoyed Trump. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I just saw the headline. And they said that Trump is like, basically cutting him off. So I'm like, all right, I don't know what they did now. What? You guys have post office open yet? You want to come live with us for a while, Penny? Jiminy crickets. And then I heard that, like, 4 big, what do you guys call them? Like territories, or I don't know. You guys have different names for them. Oh, good. I'm glad. And they're like, yeah, we're like leaving Canada. We're gonna go be part of the, go be part of the United States. It's like, well, you can't just do that. And they're like, no, like we're serious about it. Just kind of like Oregon is trying to split off and become like 3/4 of Oregon wants to go live in Idaho, or become part of Greater Idaho, I think they're calling it. And, people are just tired of it. The ice, where's she getting ice? She's in Canada. No ice in Arizona, girlfriend. Come on down. Oh, ice. Oh, ice. I get you. Never mind. See, I'm just dumb. I don't think in those terms. I just don't. Lordy. Now, you come on to Arizona. I think you're fine here. Danielle Smith and her followers. Yeah, I don't know who she is. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm really not up on Canada politics, but, it's a little bigger than that, apparently. They have, like, bills and stuff. They've taken it quite a ways, a lot farther than a lot of people thought they could. So, same with Oregon here in the States. People are getting fed up, but I don't know how fed up they are. I don't think they're fed up enough. And I don't think people are willing to give up too much. I don't think they are. We're too comfortable. Too comfortable. All right, cool. Good to know. I don't believe anything, half of Canada isn't just going to be allowed to leave and, take all the stuff with them. I know this. That's what causes civil wars. So, they can say what they want, but, my point of all of it is enough is enough. Are we catching on yet? People are really getting disgusted with a lot. It's getting really bad, and we have, you can have them. Yep, I'll sign off on that. I'm good. You can have all of them. I'll throw in a couple extras for you, too. You can have Utah. It's all yours. Washington State. Yep, you can have that, too. I'm good with it. I'm done, man. I'm just done. Lordy. Yeah, California, Michigan, and New York. Yep, they're three of our biggest problem states. South Carolina's not doing so good. They've been a little crazy lately. Maine. You want Maine? They're pretty close. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the latest theory is that, and I've seen some video that kind of backs it up, that whole scenario that we saw, he was just literally a hologram. There's some dude that's taking a camera down like right after the fact before any kind of law enforcement or anybody shows up. There's no red stuff floating around. There's a lot of questions. Yep, all of them. I don't know. And you know what? Even if they tell me things, I still can't even believe. I mean, with the AI we have, it's insanity. You literally can't even believe what you see. Yeah, they got a lot of their own. Who put that one up? God Rules, I believe. Let me see if I can find it. Hang on. I mean, Will Smith put out a video at least 15 years ago, and it was, him looking like him, right? And he's hanging out on a beach and everything's looking cool, and then very slowly they start removing the green screen features, and he's literally standing in in front of a green screen in a studio, and about 30 years older than being portrayed in the video that we're currently watching. And he's like, and this was like at least 15 years ago. I don't know if I can find that video, but I don't know how much of what we currently see and hear is real anymore. I mean, it's crazy. I know I sound insane. I get it. I feel insane half the time, but you don't even know what's real anymore. All right, let me go look. God rules. And I do believe that he is in my Let's Chat live links of people I watch on the regular. Let's go see what I can find. It's hard to dig through his channel sometimes. He puts up a video every day. Yeah, I'm just, hanging out watching this whole comet, alien mothership, whatever it is they're posting. All right, that's God Rules 2. Sons of Thunder. It's Tony. His name is Tony. He's a goofball, and you would never believe that he says the things he does, quite honestly. All right, let's see what I can find. He doesn't do lives, but he does do a video at least once a day. He's got like 3 different channels or more. Let's see. Charlie Owens. Been a while. Charlie. Been a while. Let's see what I can find. I don't know. But there's his channel. Charlie Kirk. Let's see what he's got posted here for Charlie. I don't know. Let's see. Hang on. I'm looking. I know. Boring. Sorry. But I don't know. Tony puts up a lot of videos. Difficult to dig through them. Yeah, you're a figment of somebody's imagination, Regina. All right, look. I'm just going to share this one. I mean, it's 40 minutes long. It's going to be difficult to dig through and find what I'm looking for. But if it's not this one, it'll be another one. Just watch him. He talks about things over and over. Interesting articles. There you go. There you go. Share some fun with you guys today. I've been watching a bunch of shows about royal jewels too. That's just amazing and fascinating stuff. And now my internet's dropping, so hang on. I don't know why it's going so slow. I'm being annoying. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of questions. Who's Canadian? Tony? I don't think Tony's Canadian, no. I do not believe so. But yeah, he's smarter than he portrays himself a lot in his videos because, YouTube rules and censorship. He gets, hit a lot for the things he talks about. He's been getting a lot of copyright strikes because everybody's putting music on their videos. And apparently if you play more than 3.5 seconds, you can get a copyright strike. And he keeps getting demonetized. He's a good one to listen to. Anywho. There you go. That's Tony. You know who you're looking at. That's Mark Z. It says Codeman, but that's Mark Z. He had his dude on today. Still waiting on the currency to get it together. Iran. Let's see. Iran. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing. Iraq. They're working on their monetary system. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, really, guys, I have some really, really good channels saved under Let's Chat Live links, that playlist. Go check them out. Yeah, he's a cool dude. He's funny. Doug and I watch him almost every night. You know. Here you go. Here's another dude I watch on the regular. Come on, open up. Oh, give me a break. Hang on. All right. Here we go. This guy, he is in Canada. Actually, I lied. He's not in Canada, but he reminds me of a Canadian man. He, I believe his wife is Native American. They are very interesting people. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Doug, he's married to me, honey. It was just, I had to corrupt him and explain the world to him. Now he knows the deal. Link. Thank you. There's the link. There you go. This channel is called Inspired, and that's Jean Nolan. Yeah, I don't know. Jean, Jean, so I don't know. Maybe he is in Canada. I don't think he is, though. But anyway, he has a lot of Canadian attitudes, but he's serious about, the world is going crazy, and pretty much, like I was saying to Doug, the technical people and the non-technical people, I think we're going to have to make a choice. Do we want to live like the Amish, where they really just check out of the whole world? Or do we want to be full on getting chips in our heads, Well, duh. You just got to work on him a little harder. I know he's old, though, so, teaching an old dog new tricks, Yeah, that's where I'm at, too, Terry. I may have to come be your neighbor because, that's where they live and all. The Indian people here, the natives, they aren't quite so welcoming of, these light-skinned folks. Can't really say I blame them. Things haven't gone so well for them. And there's no dirt here. It's really hard to grow stuff, so. Yeah, I know. Pennsylvania is gorgeous, but, the taxes and the crazy people that live there, that run things, not a big fan. I mean, Pennsylvania is like, people I don't think understand Pennsylvania, how very open and wild it still is. There's still a lot of farmland there. I know it keeps getting gobbled up, but, it's really, it's like New England with a little extra heat. Yeah, but you got head tax, woman. You got head tax. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania is a commonwealth. It's not a state, and they have different rules about things. And they literally tax you by how many heads live in your house. It's interesting. Oh, yes, they do. Look it up. I know these things. Unless they've changed some laws in like the past 10 years, which, is highly possible. But when I was looking to move from Connecticut, I looked into all that stuff. I really always wanted to live in Nevada, but, that's crazy. Yeah, no, it's probably for, certain income people or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's literally one of their categories, head tax. Maybe it's because, you don't have the right kind of head. I didn't sleep much. Leave me alone. Regina, honey, I got your email. I just could not get into that yesterday because I had to finish my shop hop video between the water and the coyotes. I was kind of behind the 8 ball, but I will. I have things to send you, links to send you. Oh, you actually got them. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, girlfriend, I kind of guessed. Have you seen my little icon, hippie chickie? Oh man, did I show you guys Jean? He's kind of cute. He's married though. Got grown kids. There he is. He wears the white hat as a, you know, as a, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but that whole Q movement where the white hats and the black hats so he started wearing the white hat because he says we are the white hats, not them. I like Sean. He's good. He's got some brain cells going on there. If you're not willing to change, don't listen to him because, yep, you won't like what he tells you because he just pretty much tells you you ain't getting it done. So that's Jean. That's Jean Nolan from Inspired Channel. Yep, that's the guy I was telling you about. They actually just bought their own farm and they're going to be, growing their own food, and they're into the FLFE, which is a remote frequency thing that helps keep your crap together. Sorry, I'm just too tired to remember all the words. Yeah, Regina, that's, yeah, I don't know how much you guys do or don't know about that whole Q movement and all this stuff. And I don't know who did it. I know that, it was about 50-50 fact and fantasy, but, yeah, they dropped a lot of things that made people go look down the rabbit holes and, expose the yucky stuff. And yeah, there's some rabbit holes I wish I hadn't looked into. You know what I'm saying? Because once you see it, you can't unsee it. So don't go there if you don't have a strong everything. Yeah, not cool. I thought being an animal rescue was bad. I don't think I have the strength to be in child rescue. Yeah, it's pretty horrible. Anywho, there's that. I don't want to talk about it. It makes my head hurt and then I have nightmares. So, I'm just, wow, the crazy. It just has to pop. It really has to pop. Yeah, Tony there from God Rules 2 and God Rules, and I don't know, he's got 6 or 8 other things. Yeah, really, 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 really bad. What was I saying about Tony? Oh, he says that we are currently living in Satan's little season. And I tend to be in agreement with him. He's been really digging into those timelines, which have always been my big stumbling block. I can't get a grasp on when all these things in our history happened. And it seems like they may not have all happened, or definitely not in the same order that we've been told. And based on all the calendar changes and things and stuff they've done over the centuries, according to Tony, Revelation already happened, and the devil was let out for his 500-year reign. And we're right here at the end of it with the Age of Aquarius coming in, and that kind of makes sense to me based on how upside down, backwards, and totally evil the world has become. So, yeah, it is a big loop. That's 100%. This whole Age of Aquarius is like, last time it was like 26,000 years ago or something. I don't know, 12,000. I don't know. It was a long time ago. Long time. Supposedly long before humans walked the planet 6,000 years ago, which I'll agree with the Bible that this current version of us humans on the planet's probably only been 6,000 years, but I just can't say that there were not other creatures living here with similar kind of thought processes to humans, And the Hopis are saying that they've always predicted the blue Kachina. Well, 3AI Atlas, 3A, I don't know, whatever they call it, 3I Atlas, I don't know. that big thing floating around up there. Well, Blue Kachina, time zone. You tell me. And the big prophecy that they were put out before the Blue Kachina came back is that a spider web would cover the world. Well, internet, world wide web, hello. So it is, Penny, and I believe it has to happen. I mean, like, literally, it's just what we do as it's our cycle of life long term, it's just this whole big giant living organism. And as much as we like to think we're real important, maybe we're like the brain cells. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I think the Dolphins got a better shot at having that title. But we're just a small part of this ginormous organism called the universe, called God, because I believe God is the universe, and we're the sensors, we're the feelers, we can hear and see and touch, and this is how God experiences himself, itself, the world, everything, creation. I don't know. It's too big for me. But I just know that what I do know and people tell me, it ain't true. There's a whole bunch more that I don't get, and I probably never will because I'm just a little human being and I'm not capable of understanding. We're just little ants sitting on somebody's coffee table out there in the big old cosmos or whatever it is. I don't take it all too seriously. I think people really... Egos. Wow. We got a lot of those out there, don't we? Yep. Running rampant and thinking that, wow, their shit don't stink. And, oh boy. Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, it's just, okay. You do you, boo. And I'm just going to stay out here in my desert and just, chase coyotes off. Rather deal with coyotes than humans. Oh, Lordy. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. My brain is just, as you can see, in overload. But quite honestly, I'm fairly pleased. I gave myself a little pat on the back because I got my stuff done. I have all my shows scheduled. I have all my links done. I got my shop hop done. My next one is Tuesday with Terry and Joanne, Miss Joanne. I always enjoy that show. And yeah, I'm all caught up with my emails. I'm all caught up with my bills. I did the grocery shopping. I think maybe possibly I can take a day off. I shouldn't say that out loud because now the universe heard and said, oh, she got free time. Let's mess with it. Oh, God, is that really necessary? Yeah, I mean, they were doing that whole cloning pets. It's like, you just don't do that, folks. You just don't do that. And believe me, I've had some really cool pets that I would like to have back, but no. Isn't that like the pet cemetery thing where, they buried them in that cemetery and then they came back and it wasn't quite right? Yeah, I don't think you should mess. Hey, that's the thing. We are not God. We have God's spark in us, but we are not God. We are not omnipresent. We are way stupid, and we should not play with those things. I am over the top convinced that CERN has screwed up this planet big time. I mean, like, big time. And I believe it was in the early 90s. And I also believe that all the Mandela effects came from CERN because they screwed something up. And if you think about it, all of the Mandela effects are only for the Gen X folks, the 1965 to the early, what is it, 1980, 85, something like that is the Gen X people. Those are the only memories that are being messed with. It's not older and it's not newer. It's just that particular date range of memories that are messed up. And that's when CERN started. And every time they do a big giant thing with CERN, there's like 5 new Mandela effects. So you tell me that there's no correlation, because I won't believe you. You can try, but I will not believe you. They messed something up. And that little kid, man, he's not a kid anymore, but he was when he put it out. He was like 10, 11, 12 years old. This was his big theory, and he could give you all the science behind it. And he said that they shifted us to like another timeline, another dimension, or something. Very similar, but not the same. And I believe him. I fully, 100% believe that guy. I don't know. They're playing with CERN again. Now they want to build a bigger one. It's like, no, you don't have the right to mess with the only place we have to live. Yeah. I know. And, you know, I really wish that mattered, Terry, because I don't think it does. I mean, I kind of think they've proven that in the past 10 years. Doesn't matter. They're going to do what they're going to do, and what are you going to do about it? Not much. I mean, they have literally taken it all the way to the Supreme Court. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't have faith in the system at all. Like, at all. And now if we're going to put AI in charge, yeah, the world is a stage. And as they say, you know, even Shakespeare wasn't a real human being. He was a made-up character that they put out. I mean, how long has this been going on, folks? How long has this been going on? Oh, since the inception? So, you know, it's just crazy. You know, so, you know, my thought, you know, now almost 60, hoping I have at least 20 years left, right? I'm just not worrying about it anymore. You know, I mean, I'm really not concerned. I mean, I found a really good, you know, Terry and Regina, you two girls. Yeah. Very happy to have found the two of you. You know, there's a bajillion people on this planet, and most of them I'm not in agreement with. The general population, no. But I like people one-on-one. And I just cannot get involved in all the petty drama that goes on, especially when it's in, you know, people over the age of 30. I mean, Jiminy Crickets, have you not figured it out yet that there are so few things that are worth the anger and energy that you put out? You can take that and do so much. Even if you dust your house with it. You know what I mean? Just leave people alone. Your opinion is not really all that important. And if really you have a oil and water relationship with people, walk away. Don't keep poking them. What is the point? Does it make you feel like a big human that you told them off? I mean, I get it. We all like to do that, right? But, you know, some people have been really petty and even really downright mean. I mean, like mean girls mean. Like, are you 15? I literally graduated high school in 3 years to get away from that kind of mentality. If you think I'm going to be stepping back into it at 58 years old, let me tell you, the answer is no. I don't feel bad saying it. And if you don't like me because I did, oh, wow. I mean, I don't need a bunch of friends. I've gotten this far without a bunch. I'll probably be able to finish it out without a bunch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lordy. Oh, I know all about it. My mother is a drama queen. Pot stirrer, and you know who those people are? Unhappy humans. They have no ability to be happy for other people because they do not like themselves. I mean, how do you go to somebody's wedding and pick it apart when they're not even like related to you? You're just a guest at a wedding. Now, this is a daughter of, one of your friends, and you go to the wedding and you just pick it apart. Oh, they did this and they did that. I'm like, did any of this hurt you, injure you? It wasn't your wedding. You didn't pay for it. Were they happy? Did they enjoy themselves? Cool. Well, that's not very nice, Carrie. Penny, you have permission to smack her around. Do you do these things? Do you do these things to people? I don't know. I am not. Boy, I mean, when I know somebody's been really working at something and trying really hard to get something and they get it, even if it's something I don't understand why it's important, that's irrelevant. It's not my life. If it makes these people really happy, I can be happy for them. I mean, I don't feel jealousy. I don't feel the need to trash them. I don't understand people that do these things. I don't understand it. So I don't know. I'm a weirdo. I'm a Pollyanna. And I'm really not. I don't know, man. But yeah, that's why I like plants and pets better than people, because they're less complicated. They don't usually give me headaches, although that's not true living with parrots, and they do talk back, but they're just easier. Their problems are easier to fix. They don't make me get a digital ID. Lordy. I'm telling you, folks. I'm telling you. I don't know what's going on. I still really want to be really rich and just buy my own private island and only deal with people I like. And, because, really, that's all I want to do. Have a bunch of really cool critters. Like to hire some people to help me take care of them. So I'm getting a little old to be doing all the poop scooping, but, whatever. That's what I want to do. I just want to chill. I just want to enjoy life. And I get, everyone can't just sit around and chit chat and have tea parties all the time. But, wouldn't it be nice if people could actually get together and hang out and just discuss life? Yeah, wouldn't that be good, girlfriend? Hey, I looked at islands. I've looked at them. Trouble is, a lot of islands are either like Canada. You want an island? Boy, Canada has a million of them for sale, and some of them are really nice, but snow. New York's got a lot. Or they're like somewhere really tropical where you're going to be getting hit with hurricanes and stuff all the time. It's like one somewhere, where it's like 80 all the time and not really big bad weather. A lake island would be more my choice than an ocean island, but I would also be happy to live in a dome under the ocean like SpongeBob, because I think that would be just so cool. Lord, then we're going to have to kick Doug off the island. Oh, man. Yeah, that would be nice. Except he doesn't. You don't know how much. If I could give advice to any woman considering, they're not in a relationship and they want to get in one and have a long time, Marry a man that cooks or one that builds stuff. Although if he builds stuff, he probably won't build it for you. You know, the cobbler's wife, you know how that works. But yeah, good. You teach him. I've tried. It's not good. He wants to cook one thing at a time. It's like, dude, you can't cook the steak and then start the potatoes because the steak will be like ice cubes by the. Well, we'll just eat one thing at a time. No. Trust me, Terry. You don't want to teach him. Just hire a cook. It'd be easier. That's my plan long term when I get rich, you know, because that's going to happen any day now. I know how to cook, you know. I bought the man barbecue grills, you know, men. They're supposed to, like, you know, barbecue. No. See, Doug was the baby of the family. And by the time he came around, both his mother and father were working full time, and his brother and sister were both older than him and out of high school and out of the house. So he really didn't get all that kind of stuff, you know, like they had enough money to pay for things. So he wasn't, not that he never did yard work or any, you know, he did. And that was punishment usually. But, you know, when it came to the stuff that his brother and sister had to do, there was enough money to pay someone else to take care of that stuff. So Doug didn't really get into all that, you know. And I'm the oldest of the family, and I definitely know how to use duct tape and WD-40. So it's an interesting combination between us. Yeah, he knows how to cook ramen. And if it stinks, he can cook it. The man loves garlic and kimchi, and I don't even know. I don't know what he eats. It's wolf. Makes my house reek sometimes. I told him he got this batch of kimchi. The guy that owns the local deli down here, he's married to a Korean lady, and her mother comes from Korea and visits, and then she makes like real kimchi. And Doug gets it from him. And the last time he brought it home, I told him, you take that outside to eat, because the stench will not leave my house. He threw away an empty jar. I literally had to take the garbage bag out, disinfect the garbage can, and then run. It's a trash compactor garbage can, and there's a little button that you can push, and it has a charcoal filter, and I had to run that for 2 days to get the stench out of my house. It was like, don't ever throw that away in my house again. It's kind of like, smelled like walking into a boys' locker room after like a football game. You ever done that? I was a cheerleader. I've been there. Yeah, it's not always easy, is it, Regina? You know. Doug's a good guy, but yeah, we've definitely had our ups and downs. But if you've been married over 6 months, you've probably had a couple, you know. But here we still are, plugging away, doing what we got to do, you know. Most days we don't hate each other. Oh, boy. So, yeah, I got a new plan for Doug. It's for my benefit too, you know, and to benefit him. But you know, he's thinking about YouTube, thinking about it. And you know, in theory, he'll be retiring. And I told him, you know, you got a cell phone, you can just go outside with your cell phone and just go live on YouTube. I said, take it out there with the donkeys. You know, people would love that. And the other thing is, you know, we have this shed that, like, you open the door and you hope nothing falls out and attacks you and, you know, injures you. You know, we could get rid of a couple of items out of there. You know what I'm saying? And then Doug has a lot of customers, you know, older, and they're moving. They, you know, their husband died. They don't want this anymore. They give him stuff. They, you know, they do this. People around here do this a lot. And he brings it home, puts it out in our big barn shed. That's now full. And there's no reason for it to be full because I didn't put all that stuff there. We didn't purchase all that stuff. You know, it's just stuff and nonsense. It needs to go. So I'm going to try to get Doug to do an online tag sale, like with, you know, tools from the shed and things. See how that goes, right? Still annoying. Well, I think honestly, that's the secret to it. Got to bug each other. Yeah, We got married in 86. I graduated high school in 84. I went to college. I got married in 86. I was 18 and he was 20. I'm 58 and he's 60. Been a long time. And we have definitely spent a lot of years annoying each other. So, that's my new plan. Give Doug something to do. He can do, Doug's monthly yard sale. I don't know. Sell some stuff. The money never hurts. And then he can go buy his pew-pews with it, Give him something to do. That's my thought. I think I'll have him do it on one of my channels here, though, because I've already got subscribers and, he can do it right away and not have to, wait 3 months and get verified and this and that and the other thing. So if you guys see Doug's something or another pop up, you'll know it's Dougie. I'll be his mod, though. Yeah, I might have him, I don't know how that works. He'd have to, I guess, download my stuff onto his phone. I don't really know how that all works, but if I can get him to do that, maybe we can go live and go do a scoping of the sheds and see if anybody's interested in anything that's already out there. I'm just hoping we don't have a really cold winter. I haven't looked at the Farmer's Almanac. I don't know. I don't know what's going on out there. Of course, again, the weather, they mess with that too. So it's really hard to even believe that. I mean, the Farmer's Almanac was always pretty accurate. I do have to say, though, that my best weather indicator usually is Gypsy, my donkey, the spotted donkey. She's not super thick. So that probably means that we will not get a cold winter. Not often, Terry. We're about 3,500 feet, and the mountains in my backyard that you see in some of my pictures, those are about 5,500 feet. When it does snow, I'll wake up in the morning and the mountains will have like a little dusting on them, and it's really pretty. I guess, let's see, we moved here in 2015, and I guess the year before we moved here, they got 6 inches of snow, which totally freaked everybody out. But, we've had snow a couple times. I mean, I think maybe an inch. And, by like 2 o'clock, it's gone, because once the sun comes up, it just, the ground's kind of warm. So, it doesn't last. We did have ice a couple times, which freaked us out because we don't have ice scrapers anymore. We the first 2 things we sold before we left Connecticut, the snowblower and the lawnmower. And Doug was kind of sad because I bought him that. It was a nice Sears lawnmower ride-on that I got him for Father's Day the year after we bought the house in Connecticut. But yeah, that was a big part of moving here was the lack of lawn care. We don't have to rake leaves because Joshua trees don't have leaves. There's no grass, so you don't have to mow that. We don't have to shovel snow. We don't have to put out salt. We don't have to deal with ice. But we do have scorpions and, it can be 110, 12, 15 in the summer, a very short period of time. In Maine, it started snowing before October and didn't stop until May. They called spring mud season because it was so wet from all the melting snow. So, everywhere you live has got a thing. You know what I mean? Apparently Hawaii's pretty nice year round, but they got those jumping cane spiders there that are kind of scary, and the taxes and the hurricanes and the volcanoes, things like that, So, yeah, I don't like the jumping cane spiders. They really freak me out. They're big and they jump like 8 feet, and oh my God, I couldn't. Yeah, there's scorpions, Penny. They have them. They're in a lot more places than I realized. The ones here, sadly, we do have one of the most deadliest scorpions. It's called the wood scorpion or the bark scorpion, called the bark scorpion. They're like one of the only scorpions in the whole world that can actually climb walls. And they're the ones that sting people a lot because, like, they'll get under the lip of something like a garbage can or a box, something outside, and you go to reach and pick it up, and just like people getting bit by the brown recluse spiders, they hide in dark corners. I've been stung twice, Penny, believe it or not. It didn't make me a happy girl. I don't mind the tarantulas. I mean, the first couple times I saw them, I was like, ah! Right? But they're really slow. They're really gentle. They're not aggressive. They don't want to hurt you. They just, they're just out looking for a mate or a bug, So I usually just get like a big Tupperware bowl and put it over them and slide a piece of paper and just take them off my patio area and let them go out in the bushes. But scorpions, they get squished. Rattlesnakes, as long as they stay out of my fenced yard, I don't care. But you come in my fenced yard, that's it. You're done. You are not allowed to live near my house. Scorpions, black widows, rattlesnakes, no. Those are not allowed to come here. Yeah, Penny, I got to tell you, girlfriend, I mean, the plants here, because the desert is such a dry place that everything needs to protect itself. Like if the plants weren't pokey and sharp, then everything would eat them. So, I mean, I've been stuck by things, cactus, all, the plants out here are dangerous, the heat can be dangerous. We're north. We're very north in Arizona, down in the Phoenix and even south of there. Oh, forget it. I don't know how people live there. I mean, the heat is just like ungodly. Yeah, see, when I lived in Maine, there is nothing deadly in Maine. There are no venomous anything because it's too cold. I'm assuming Canada is very similar. But, we had snakes and spiders and, there's stuff like that in Maine. They just aren't venomous. I lived up in Bar Harbor. That's where I grew up from 10 to 18. And I've taken the Blue Nose Ferry across a couple times over. And I've been to Quebec and I've been to Montreal. That's it. That's the only place in Canada I've been. But we dealt with a lot of Canadians at Bar Harbor. They came over all the time on the Blue Nose Ferry. We used to do exchange for the tourists. We took Canadian money in the stores, so. Yep, copperheads and rattlers. We had those in Connecticut, too. I mean, people are like, oh, my God. It's like, okay, well, in Connecticut, you have copperheads, you have rattlesnakes, you have black widows, you have brown recluse, you have, I don't know, there's other things, and there's coyotes and wolves and bears, mountain lions, bobcats. I mean, these things live all over the country, so. People act like, oh, Arizona. Yeah, Arizona has a lot of creepy stuff. But, if you're not stupid, you don't leave a pile of wood by your back door because that attracts everything because everything wants shade and coolness and liquid. Fisher cats. Yeah, we had those in Connecticut. They were kind of cool. But, yeah, they're pretty aggressive critters. Yeah. I mean, in Maine, they had the moose. Have you ever seen a moose in person? They are so big. Yeah, I mean, Canada has everything. You guys got Bigfoot, too. Come on now. We do, too, out here in Arizona, I'm pretty sure. They got other creepy things out here that I don't want to talk about, that, the native people talk about, that, yeah, wolves, yeah, Canada. I mean, Canada's got everything. Well, not everything, there is no place that I am aware of that you can live where, there aren't things. Yeah, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, the abominable snowman. I'm of the opinion it's all the same creature, possibly, just slightly different variations. Like, blue whales have different pods and they're not all identical. Yep, 100% believe it. 100%. Guys, there ain't much I don't believe. Just so you know. Because have you looked around lately? And I would prefer to believe that Bigfoot's real than a lot of the other crap they're telling me about. Because, white women ain't scared of shit. I'll be making friends with Bigfoot. Invite him in, give him a haircut, take care of business. guys got to watch that dude. He is so funny. He is so funny. Oh, man. I'm telling you guys, yeah. I mean, the world's insane. So why not believe the fun stuff? Nope. Don't believe that one. Not 100% sure he actually is, not with us anymore. But then again, based on what I see these days, I don't know if any of these people are real. I mean, between the masks, the clones, the body doubles, the AI, I mean, is anything real? Is anything real? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm real, but I'm not sure. I think. Giants, 100% believe in giants. 100%. Yep. Totally believe the Smithsonian and a lot of other folks were involved in disappearing a lot of things. See, now, because, I'm into this stuff, you can imagine what my YouTube algorithm is, right? I mean, I see all of it now, right? Because you just look up some of it and it just whoop right off, way off into the willy wags on YouTube. There isn't much I don't see. And I totally believe that thousands of years ago, when the powers that be started all this, whatever the hell it is we're doing here, they hid stuff. They kept the good stuff for themselves and told us how bad it was to do certain things or say certain things or go certain places. And it's just, and I honestly believe that there's a lot of people that are high up in things that are in the same dark room as us, that they were told all these things too, and they don't know any different, and they are lying to us, but they don't know they are, because as far as they know, that is reality. And I totally believe we are just a giant science experiment. Things that are way bigger, way more powerful, way more intelligent, whatever. We could just be Sims in a video game. I don't know. I mean, this is my reality that I live in every day, but I don't believe that what I've been told about it is true. And I think it's way bigger, way more complicated, probably a lot more interesting. And I'd really like to play in that world without all this crap. Power, control, greed. That's it. And the only answer I can come up with, because what else is there? I mean, if the world is balanced and happy and everybody has enough, why would that be a bad thing? Well, it would only be a bad thing for people that want more, because they want more, because they want to be in charge, because they want everything, because they want to feel more important than you. Ego. I don't know, Terry. I mean, these are the only answers that I have come up with in 50 years. I don't know what's wrong with people. They're all broken, because I need to have more than you, because I'm better than you, Terry. Okay. I don't think so, but I don't know. I mean, greed. This has been my thing. People ask that question. If you could take one thing out of the world, what would it be? Greed. Period. Just greed. If you remove greed from the DNA, 99% of the world's problems will go away. Period. If you don't feel the need to have more than someone else, I don't see a problem with that. I'm just not seeing the problem. So, and I don't need to tell you what to do in your house. None of my damn business. As long as you and I can be out in public and act civil, we're good. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm a Pollyanna. I don't understand the problem. There is more than enough of everything required for every human being on this planet to live comfortably. And yet we have so many people that have nothing. I know, Penny. And how much is enough? How much do you need? What are you getting out of it? See, I want to talk to these people because I just want to know what makes them tick. I don't get it. Yeah, I'd like to fix them, but probably I can't. But what makes you tick? It's not like, it seems like anytime we had anybody that actually was interested in benefiting the general population, they got rid of them, like Tesla. They just marginalized him right out of existence, and then he dies all by himself in a hotel room, and then they steal all his stuff, and now they're using it all and telling us, there was nothing there. Bullshit. Boy, I tell you. And what about the secret libraries of the Vatican? What is the point of having all that information in one place? And there are like literally miles of books and papers and things. No one human. I don't even know if there's time at this point for them to be able to scan everything into AI and let it go through it and give me some kind of a succinct overcap before I die. That's how much information is in that library. What is the point of that? You own it. Nobody can see it. Oh, great. I don't understand. I don't understand. But yeah, if I had options, I'm going to the Vatican with the big AI. I'm going to the Smithsonian, and boy, that would probably take about 150 years just to dig through that, because how many levels underground do they go, right? I'm going to the Pentagon. They won't let you see anything. They don't let you see anything. Yeah, it's insanity. There are. Can you imagine what's in the royal vaults in England? They don't talk about them. Do you think that those royals don't have some info? I mean, yeah. And what is the point? And if you have all this information and this is the best that you can do with it, you know what? You're fired. Next. I mean, honest to God. No, nobody can see anything. Nobody can go anywhere. Nobody can do anything. Oh, let's go to Antarctica. Yeah, okay. And you know what? I still don't buy the North Pole ain't nothing. It's not this big old piece of floating ice around up there in the ocean. I don't believe you. It's not what it used to be. When did that change? I know. I know. That's what I'm saying. And, Terry, I can't say that I am not involved, but yeah, I really do not comply as often as humanly possible. And I realize I'm a little tiny peon. Doesn't matter. If enough of us little peons stop doing what they tell us to do, they will have to change because we won't go along with them. And they have two choices. Get rid of us, which they tried to do a few years ago, jabby jabby. How y'all doing with that one? Yeah, didn't work out too good, did it? I lost a lot of friends. I got a lot of really, really sick friends. They're going to get anything from that? No. They're just going to have misery and die, which I realize, if you want to go that route, that's what they like, because that's where they get all their power from our misery, because it literally puts out energy that they like. Yeah, girlfriend, I'm doing my best, and Doug's like, oh yeah, you won't do it, and I'll have to, and that's the only way you're going to get by in the world. I'm like, well, Doug, when you retire, but then again, Doug has VA, or, he gets VA benefits, and, he would like to get his Social Security. If we do not comply, guess what? And living here, we're going to be eating scorpions. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's a tricky one. It's a real tricky one. So I wish everybody luck. No condemnation to you for what you got to do. You got to stay alive. You got to eat. If, you don't comply and they will not allow you to buy groceries and you don't have the ability to grow your own and raise your own pigs and cows, well, I'm not going to tell you to starve to death as opposed to complying. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I don't see this ending well. I don't see it ending well. And I I feel like all I can do is sit here and just watch it happen. Like, watching somebody playing with fireworks and knowing that we're going to be going to the ER soon. That's kind of where I feel like we're headed. And I don't like it. But I also know it's not real optional. I mean, everything is so messed up. It's not fixable from the inside. It literally has to be torn down and rebuilt. And hopefully the people that rebuild it aren't assholes. Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, everybody talks the U.S., but I mean, we live here. But, Canada is, they are in worse shape than we are as far as trying to deal with their powers that be. Have a look at Europe. Pick a country, any country. I don't know. I hope so, Terry. I hope so. I'm just so tired of listening to people moan and cry and whine, and I get it. I totally understand. This is going to hurt, and it's going to hurt a lot more people than people expect. Cutting things off. There are so many people taking social services that really should never have gotten them in the first place. When those go away, it hurts. I don't care who you are. If you're used to a certain amount of money coming into your house and it goes away and you have not thought about it and made some kind of preparations for that to happen, it hurts, and it can hurt really bad. And unfortunately, as I've been telling Doug for the past 5 years, nothing is going to change until people's pocketbooks are affected. That seems to be about the only thing that gets attention, especially in this country. Money, kids, animals, elderly. Pretty much in that order. Anything beyond that, no, they don't have time for it. They got other things to do. And even with those four, I'd say 50% of the population don't care. They aren't going to do anything. Because that means they have to do something. Because what I hear is a lot of whining about, well, I don't, they want me to go to work and they expect me to be nice to these people and do these yucky jobs. It's like, oh my God. I don't know who raised these people, but wow. They need to go back to kindergarten and start again. It's called work. It's not called fun. No, nobody's going to pay you to sit home and play video games and feed you filet mignon in the process. I mean, like they aren't willing to give up anything, but they expect somebody, the government, to pay for it. But because they are so dumbed down by our really crappy education system, they don't understand that the government doesn't have money. We are the government. We are the government's pocketbook. We pay the government takes that money and gives it away to other people. They don't understand that concept. And because they don't actually work and haven't gotten that first shocking paycheck when, I was 12. I don't know how old you all were when you got your first paycheck. And there's a whole bunch of money missing. Where'd that go? Y'all remember that, right? They probably haven't even had a paycheck, so they don't even understand that taxes are a thing. Because being that they don't work, they certainly don't pay them. But boy, they're good cash in those checks that they're getting for having PTSD from being too stressed out. Wow, I didn't know that was an option. Can I fill that box out? Stressed out? Damn! I got some back pay coming. Lordy. Air Jordans. Yeah, see, I've never been one of those girls, I didn't care about the name brand. I liked it if I liked it. And quite often, the name brand things, they didn't fit right. They were made crappy. They were $50 more than the identical item from Walmart. I've just never been one of those girls. I mean, if I'm going to spend my money, it's going to be on things like real gemstones, quite honestly. I've never been a costume jewelry girl. Not that I've never worn it, but, if I'm going to spend money on something, it's going to be, long term. Yeah, never had Ray-Bans. Just not my thing. I just really never cared. And, I did start working at 12, and that's when I went to high school at 12. And I'm a September baby, so I started kindergarten at 4. So, and I started buying my own clothes in high school, So I didn't spend my money on expensive stuff because then I'd only get 2 outfits instead of 4, So I don't know. But I will say, like I said before, I'm very glad that I've met some really cool people doing YouTube sales. I've been, I've been on YouTube for years, over 10 years, but, I was always listening to music, looking up DIY things. A few people would have lives, but they're always like boring political stuff or things. And, oh, well, $10, that's a whole different deal. That's a whole different deal. But yeah, when I found the sales community, it was about 8 months ago now, I think. Believe it or not, I've been doing auctions for over 6 months. I'm kind of surprised myself. And I really, the live chats, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Even if I'm not doing the live, I like going to other people's lives just to chat. And sometimes I forget, oh yeah, they're trying to have a sale here. It's not just conversation. I have to remind myself, But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I have to say, I'm not happy about how many unhealthy folks I've been seeing lately. And I hope you guys, hey, it's October. Take some extra vitamin C, huh? It's germ season. Between the kids going back to school, people going out shopping and, getting stocked up, change of weather, our immunity's taking a beating. So please take care of yourselves. Please. Stop eating the crap if you can. I do it too. I'm just saying, try. I don't want any more sick friends. I want you guys to live forever. So, You want any suggestions on supplements, hit me up. Go check out my videos. The mushrooms. You guys got to take the mushrooms. You got to do it. You love pie. What kind of pie? I make good pie. I make a really good apple pie. I make a good apple crumble. I love my own pumpkin pie. I love pumpkin pie. Anyway, I love coconut. I make pies. What did Doug get? Key lime. Yeah, well, see, now you're going down that road, aren't you? You just had to go there, didn't you? I'm not a citrus girl. Cherry. I'll make you a nice lattice crust cherry pie. Blueberry. I have an awesome blueberry pie recipe, Terry. You get fresh blueberries. Growing up in Maine, we, had a lot of blueberry recipes, right? You get the fresh blueberries, you pre-bake the pie crust, and you put like 3/4 of no banana. I will not do banana cream. I don't do bananas. I'll make you banana bread, but not pie. That is so gross. So you put the fresh, uncooked blueberries, about 3/4 of the pie pan full, and then you take, say you're doing a 4-cup pie recipe, right? You take 3 cups, put it in the pie pan, uncooked. And then you take a cup of the blueberries and you put them in a pan with, your sugar and your water, and you cook it all down till it's like, blueberry goop, Then you take that and you pour it over the top of the uncooked blueberries. Pop it in the oven for like just about 10 minutes, just enough to barely get those fresh uncooked blueberries to pop. Oh, man. Serve that with some vanilla ice cream. Nah, shoe fly's good. I like shoe fly. But not banana. I don't do the banana cream. Ugh. I don't do lemon. I don't do lime. I don't do banana. You want some chocolate? Chocolate peanut butter? Chocolate caramel? I make, when I do my chocolate cream pie, I'll take the crust and pre-bake it. And right before it's done pre-baking, I take a bunch of chocolate chips and throw them on the bottom and pop it back in the oven and just let the chocolate chips melt so it makes like a thin chocolate crust over the top of the actual pie crust. And then when you put your pudding on top, it doesn't get hard, it doesn't get mushy. And then you have this little crunchy chocolate underneath your chocolate cream. Oh, I love that. Yeah, I just am not a citrus girl. I don't do like the chewy, fruity candies. I don't, none of those. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, anybody can do that. Just, your pie crust and chocolate chips, throw it in, let them melt, spread them out, let it dry, and then pour your filling. Also good with coconut, if you like chocolate and coconut together. Any kind of pie crust that you don't want it, like a lemon pie, I don't know what you could put. Maybe white chocolate would be good on lemon. Just to keep your pie crust from getting soggy from the liquids from your puddings. That's one of my favorite tricks. And like if you're making especially a cake or a bread where you're adding things like chocolate chips or nuts or raisins, anything that's kind of heavy, if you coat those in just like toss them in a bowl with flour before you mix them into the batter, they tend to stay put in the batter instead of all sinking to the bottom. Little tricks I've picked up. Give it a try. Yeah, I'm a chocolate girl. And the only fruit that I can deal with chocolate is cherries. I'm allergic to strawberries, so I don't eat them because they give me hives. But, all those other chocolate things, no. Just leave the chocolate alone. Eat your fruit. If you like it, go for it, but don't give it to me. Chocolate-covered cherries all day long. All day long. If I don't get those in my stocking, I'm very unhappy. Christmas is ruined. Peanut butter pie. Yeah. And with that, you can use peanut butter chips or chocolate, either way. Doug likes really gooey brownies, like fudge brownies with peanut butter frosting. I make those. I really shouldn't say I make all this stuff. I have made all these things, but quite literally since moving to Arizona, baking has been difficult. I didn't realize that we were right on that high altitude level for baking. And it's like my cakes were coming out crappy. My breads were coming out crappy. I'm like, I have a brand new oven. It's perfect temperature. It's level. I know what I'm doing, what's going on. Well, once I adjusted for high altitude, things started rising again and they were much more tasty. So I figured that part out. But the heat here, you don't want to turn that oven on, boy. Whoa, So I've been doing no, and we're not like high altitude where like water won't boil and stuff like that. But apparently we're high enough to throw in a little extra flour, and there's a couple different tricks for baking. It really has helped a lot. So I'm glad I learned that. And yeah, it's just like Doug's birthday's in June. Try making a birthday cake with frosting when it's like 95 degrees. First, you turned on the oven for 45 minutes, right? You had to heat it up and then cook it and let it cool down. And then it's like, a million degrees, even with the air conditioning running. I have trouble getting the frosting on the cake before it melts. No, I'm not getting nothing. No, my oven is actually a convection oven. I have a really nice oven. When we were redoing things, right? My oven I'd had I bought it in 2000. So I'd had it for about 20 years before I replaced it. And it was a nice gas stove. But it just, the enamel had been, scrubbed off. And it started to have some like little pinprick holes in the bottom and, this and that and the other thing. Time to go. So I go to Sears Scratch and Dent when I get my new appliances. And this one is a double oven. It has a big oven on top, a little oven on top, a big oven on the bottom. So you can just heat up the small oven, which is really good for me and Doug a lot of times. The bottom oven is a convection oven and a regular oven. The top oven is just a regular, heat up your pizza kind of oven. And then it's got 4 burners and a griddle on top. I saved over $1,000 on it because it had 2 little paint dings on it. So yeah, it's nice. Hello, Belinda. How you doing, girlfriend? How's the grandbaby doing? So yeah, I don't need any more. I don't really have very many countertops, so I don't need any extra things on it. I got the toaster and the coffee maker and the can opener and the knives and the spoons and the stuff and things. So I'm about full up. Hey, girlfriend, send me some pictures of Maine. It must be beautiful by now. I haven't seen too many fall leaves. I don't know if the weather's not cooperating and everybody isn't getting the gorgeous colors this year or not. I know you need warm days and dry and cool nights and not too much rain to get the pretty colors. Hey, Penny, thanks for popping in. You have a good day, girlfriend. Stay safe. Cold, I'm sorry. It's 80 degrees here right now. 80 degrees. Yeah, it was cold beginning of the week. It was in the 50s, but it's because it was raining. But now we're back to 80. It's like spring here. It's really weird. We have flowers blooming. We have green trees. Our bushes are regrowing, It's interesting living here. It's very different from New England. I'm barefoot wearing a t-shirt per usual. Yeah, it's been crazy, Belinda. I had my water pump go out on me for about 12 hours on Wednesday we don't know why. I don't know what happened there. Just filled up all the water outside, came inside, went to feed the birds and give them water, and there was no water coming out of the tap. And I don't know, I unplugged things and flipped switches and checked it, and there was no fire and there was no leaking, and I don't know what was going on. But it works now, so I'm good. Ozempic? Who's talking about that? Oh, at the retreat? Good Lord, woman. Come visit me and take your shoes off. Bring the baby. Bring Kenzie if you want. Yeah, Ozempic's bad, man. Ozempic's bad. And once you get off it, it don't go better. And they do permanent damage to their organs using that. So I highly recommend you don't. Just stop eating shit. And if you don't believe me, just Google it. I mean, if it's on Google nowadays, you know that they can't hide it anymore. So, right? I mean, yeah, you're like me, Belinda. You didn't put on a whole bunch of weight since you got married either. So, you popped out a couple kids and, didn't necessarily always live properly, right? So, although you did try harder than I did back in the day. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's my big diet secret. My pants get too tight, I stop eating. 8 pounds. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was 120 when I got married, and I was 132 pounds this morning. So I'm okay with that. I kind of wish some of it was in different locations, but yeah, I've just never been one of those that just, I got to go get new clothes because nothing fits me. Well, stop eating. Gets expensive. If you have to buy a new wardrobe every year to go along with your grocery bill, how are you paying your rent? I don't know. I miss you, Bean. I miss you, girlfriend. I really wish you and Karen would just get on a plane and come see me. Come on now. She's got that grandbaby thing going on too, you know. I don't want to hear about it. None of my business. I don't get any, so not my problem. All right, I'm just being grumpy. Oh, funny. Oh, wouldn't it be fun? We could have fun. We can definitely have fun. We don't have to go see people to have fun either. Oh, man. All right, I got to fill my coffee. I know I probably should get off here, but you know what? I don't have to because I don't have to do anything. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, that shop hop video was stressing me out big time. Give me a second. Oh, last cup for the day. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Goat heads. I stepped on a goat head. Right. Thanks for waiting, guys. I'm coming. There we go. Coffee. Yay! All right. All right, girl, you have fun. Yeah, Belinda Terry was, met her in college. We ended up being roommates, and everybody thought we were sisters because we were both blonde with brown eyes and about the same height. She had more boobs. I had an extra inch of height. And we rode around and terrorized Portland, Maine for a solid year. And we've been friends ever since. Yep, Belinda and I, we've been buddies for a long time. And being like an old married couple, we've had our ups and downs, but you know, life happens. And look, here we still are talking to each other. Hi, Regina. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just being a bum, guys. I'm just hanging out being a total bum today. I think I've earned it. It's been a long week. I have to cook some dinner tonight, but Doug actually bought some frozen dinners the other night. So I'm going to Chinese something or another in a box. So that's probably what we're going to do for dinner. Because I really just think I'm taking the day off. If it stays nice, I might go out and rake up some dog poop, you know, because somebody needs to do that. We haven't done that in a couple weeks because of the rain. And I've been busy sitting here on the computer doing all this stuff. I think I'm just about finished. I have a couple more little videos I'm working on, but those are for my own purposes. And if they don't get done, it won't interfere with the auctions happening or not. So that's good. Hey, Facebook land, how's it going over there? Come on over to YouTube so we can all see you chat. You don't have to, but, you know. You chat by yourself over there because I can't see you. Well, I can see you in StreamYard, but nobody else can see you chatting. So, anywho. Yeah, so I'll probably be heading out here in a few minutes. I just wanted to sit and chat and rest and chill. And thanks for letting me use my little icon chickie today because, boy, I am not good for camera today. Like I say, yeah, I'll get done here. I'll go feed the donkeys and horses, and then I'll take a shower and, I don't know, see what's going on in the YouTube land. All right, Terry, girlfriend, you have fun. Looking forward to our sale on Tuesday. Don't forget, Tuesday, girlfriend, Tuesday. Let's see if I can find it. I'll share the link so everybody can come and hang out with us. Terry and I do a show the last Tuesday of the month. And I don't know. I don't think Terry and Joanne have seen the new thumbnail, because I haven't heard from either one of them. And I think they would have had something to say. Maybe not. There we go. Finally opened up. All right. Copy and paste. And here you go. So we will be there 2:11 on Tuesday. Come on in. What are you watching now? What are you watching? All right, there we go. Got my chat back open. Sorry. Oh, the thumbnail. Yeah, it's just a thumbnail. I was having fun playing in the middle of the night. I hope Joanne still speaks to me. Oh, yeah, it's not a short, just a thumbnail for our show. I gave us a new one. Ours was too much like Regina's. I want everybody to have their own special stuff. Oh, man. So anywho, yeah, I'm glad y'all came in to hang out today. And eventually more people will come in and hear you guys shades. We all got shades. The picture of me, actually, I was wearing sunglasses in that picture, and I found a pair that covered them. So I'm like, well, I can't be the only one wearing them. So we all got shades. We all got new t-shirts. I thought it was cute. Anyway. So yeah, you guys be good. Get your chores done. And if you can, come visit us on the shop hop tomorrow. It'll be fun. If you can't be there, come on back and place your order later in the comments. You know. I thought you would like it. What do you think? Joanne got me mad? All right, guys, go do your day. I will catch you later, and hopefully I'll see you out and about over the weekend, too. As always, sending much peace, love, and harmony from Petrichor Ranch in Arizona. Get some sun and find a reason to smile today. Big hugs. Bye now.